Hello everyone and welcome to day 14 for our daily vlogs. Today is Wednesday and it was supposed to be a school day for Milo, but unfortunately he is very sick. We had a very rough night last night. He was up every like 3 to 4 hours with an asthma attack. I was up with him most of the night and now here we are. So he is not going to go to school today and I'm not sure how much I'm going to vlog. Just because when he gets sick, he gets, he just wants his mommy. At least during nap time, I'll be able to do something. So today's gonna be a very short vlog and probably not that entertaining. At least it's something, right? I gotta go get back to him, make sure he's doing okay. I will talk to you guys later. I made some huge progress in regards to my Halloween costume, Vanellope Von Schweetz. So I've been doing tons and tons of research on YouTube about how to make the skirt. I think the most inexpensive way of doing it is with duct tape. You know that I've been watching how to make a duct tape skirt to Vanellope Von Schweetz from Mark W. Gray. I have literally watched this video 5 or 6 times to try to figure out how they did it. So it looks awesome. Like, it looks really cool, and it's only made with duct tape and poster board, which is super cheap. So I am definitely gonna go with this method of making my skirt for Vanellope Von Schweetz. It took me a long time to figure out the pattern though. That's what really was the kicker. So I'm gonna show you the pattern, or at least what I did to come up with the pattern, because I haven't actually cut out the pattern yet. But in theory, all of this should work. So I really wanted to talk through this because he doesn't do that in the video. He just kind of shows like, oh, this is what we did, and then they go on to making the skirt. And I feel like this is kind of the most important part because not everybody is a, 13-year-old girl that's a size 4. And so it's important to know how to make this. So what you're gonna do is visualize the skirt as a circle. It's a circle skirt. It makes it easier to work with as far as dimensions go and finding out your measurements. So you have this, if you were to take the skirt and push it flat on the floor, it's gonna make a circle like this. So the inside here, this little donut ring in the middle is going to be where your hips go, or your waist. In order to make this skirt, you need to find out your waist measurements, 47 inches around. I know that this whole distance is 47 inches, but I need to find the diameter. The diameter is easy to find with this formula. My waist measurements divided by pi, about 15 inches. It's really 14.96, but we're working in inches, so I just rounded up. To make the pattern, I need to find the measurements of this shape so I can cut it out and start making a pattern. Now, looking at the picture of Vanellope, you can see that there are 2 layers to the skirt. There's a long layer and the short layer. So I want the longest layer to be 14 inches and the shortest layer to be 10 inches. And of course you can cater this to your own needs. In Mark's video, he actually made the longest layer, I think 12 inches, and the shortest layer 8 inches. So it just depends on how short you want the skirt to be. Back to our main diagram of the skirt, we know that the longest length here is going to be 14 and the shortest is going to be 10. So if we look back at this pie that I need to cut out, I know that this right here is 14 inches. So I need to find out this area right here. To do that, I need to find the radius of this small inner circle. The radius is the diameter divided by 2. So I know my diameter is 15 from up here. Diameter divided by 2 is 7.5. So I know that this segment here is 7.5 and this segment here is 14. The length of this whole line, I need to do radius plus 14, which turns out to be about 22 inches. It's really 21.5, but I round it up just because it's easier to work in measuring in round numbers. So 22 inches from here to here. Now I need to find out this angle for the pie shape. In Mark's video, he comments that there are 20 segments or 20 points in the skirt. So we know that there are 20 pieces that are put together to make the skirt. So you just take 360 divided by 20 and we get 18 degrees. Now we know that this angle here is 18. Now we're ready to actually make the pattern. So this is the pattern for the bottom layer. Once we have this part cut out, we need to nip off this little tip, and that is going to be 7.5 inches. Measure 7.5 inches from the top, from the very tip, and just cut off 7.5 and round out that corner. Now, once we have that piece cut off, that tip is cut off now, we need to cut a point in the pattern. So this should be measuring about 14.5, which is what I wanted it to be 14 inches, but I'll take the extra half, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to find the middle and measure up maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't figured that part out. And then just create your point right there. So then you're left with this kind of tie shape looking piece. and then we'll take it from there. So I just wanted to show you the steps and math that I had to do in order to find this pie shape, which is the beginning of cutting out your pattern. So I kind of thought it would be good to show what I did to get the pattern, because he doesn't really talk about it in his video. There's like just a brief shot of like the math that they did, and then he just kind of moves on to the tutorial part. And I feel like learning how to actually make a pattern is really important, especially for some of us bigger girls that want to do the cute cosplay stuff, and we can't use just like regular measurements that you find on the internet because there are not a whole lot of size options for us bigger gals. So I really wanted to make sure that I got that information out there because I think it's important. I just wanted to show you real quick what I've been doing for the past couple of hours, but now it's time for me to go hang out with Milo because he is really sick and I feel bad for him, so I'm gonna go spend some time with him. Oh, hello, Chips.